Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and staying safe during this time. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Like I said, thank you so much for checking me out. If you haven't done so, please make sure to hit that subscribe button just right below the video. Cool, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thanks again for your support. I truly do appreciate having you here.
It's expected that this meeting will have rippling effects, shockwaves across financial markets. What could have been discussed? Here, Bank of America stated that the Fed is desperately behind the curve in fighting inflation as markets brace for the possibility of an emergency rate hike this month. Rate increases will bring down the stock market. The free money will no longer be free. It will get expensive. And everyone, the classes, the people in the know, they're anticipating something big coming. And I'll show you that in just a second. Remember that US inflation is running far hotter than even the Federal Reserve expected. And that headline was from market insiders. Guys, here's what I'm going to say about the Fed potentially raising interest rates quicker than we expect. I think it'll still be around March, but that's besides the point. That is only speculation. But one thing I can guarantee all of you is that this bill banning congressional stock trading is no coincidence. I showed you in my video yesterday how to go about researching how politicians like Nancy Pelosi execute their trades. This is insider knowledge. She is never wrong. And one thing I'll tell all of you is that this congressional stock ban, the stock trading ban, will be the excuse to allow your 401ks to be these politicians' exit liquidity. Oh guys, they're gonna sell it very nice. They're gonna say it's to prevent corruption. While in the meantime, they run off like bandits right before the biggest financial crash since 1929. Out of the ashes of 1929 came World War II. And right after that came something known as the Bretton Woods system. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bretton Woods system was made in 1944. It was made by the IMF. And this Bretton Woods system lasted until 1971. Remember that date specifically. As here, we need to understand that the World Economic Forum was founded by Klaus Schwab in January 1971. And August 1971, Richard Nixon gave up the gold standard. That is not a coincidence in my personal opinion. That was the anticipation of the demise of the currency system we're experiencing now. Later, just a little while after, SWIFT was born. You see how all of these dates are aligning perfectly. This was a strategic rollout of the financial system, and right now we're going to experience the new one they're about to birth. Guys, let me show you this, as it might be extremely interesting to some of you that may not know this yet. I have long speculated that XRP could be an ESDR. I have shown you numerous clips of individuals people much smarter than myself discussing how Christine Lagarde was building the rails for the ESDR. We know Christine Lagarde is part of the European Central Bank right now, but formerly when she was the head of the IMF, she was very buddy-buddy with Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse, and allowed Brad Garlinghouse to speak at the 9th high-level meeting for the International Monetary System in front of Augustin Carstens, the head of the BIS. You see, guys, this SDR, this will be the new world reserve currency once the US dollar implodes, consisting of the dollar, euro, won, yen, and pound. And something very interesting is the date for when they're going to revalue the SDR. They rescheduled, delayed actually, this SDR valuation to July 31st, 2022. And I'm gonna say this right now. I don't think it's an accident that this aligns with what we speculate could be the approximate end of this SEC lawsuit. Guys, a lot of people think we could end this lawsuit within May. Others think it could go until September. I'm personally ready for it to be settled by tomorrow, and I'll consistently be ready for that. But that date, July 31st, 2022, is a big one, as the new basket will be effective August 1st, 2022. This is only speculation at the moment, guys. But this is the brand new financial system that is about to get adopted. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And if we believe that XRP could be as big as what we think it is, then holy shit. This is the perfect XRP rollout plan, and a strategic moment in history we're in. And remember, guys, I've personally stated and shown you the evidence of the IMF calling this a new Bretton Woods moment. The World Economic Forum being birthed out of the ashes of the old first Bretton Woods is no coincidence. And the World Economic Forum stating this is the Great Reset moment and naming XRP in numerous documents is no coincidence either. This all aligns. And I'm going to play you a brief clip by Kristalina Georgieva explaining XRP's utility and what's going to be used for the future. Please take a listen, as we know we're correct.
By creating a much more efficient system in which central bank digital currencies and privately issued stable coins or e-money can collaborate. What is the central bank doing? It is providing finality. It is the final settlement, and it provides interoperability so private money can be trusted. And that continues to be necessary with the stable coins. They are backed by assets. They are convertible in say US dollars or other national currencies, and all this is going to be done on platforms, provided we have good, well regulated private money, and provided we have interoperability globally for CBDCs, that does not require time. It is instantaneous. And it is still final settlement. It still does the stability that our economies require. That is a huge opportunity. Second big opportunity, we can imagine a world in which regional there can be a regional bank that brings the reserves, digital reserves of members, and allows for better reserve provision for a whole set of countries. And when I think about the future, for small countries, that may be a fantastic opportunity to become stronger and more resilient on that basis. And three, when we think about cross-border payments, which are today still expensive, slow, that is going to be, already we see it, and it's going to be a completely different world.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've never listened to a speech more obviously stating XRP's future adoption than that one right there. She starts off by saying an efficient system where CBDC stablecoins e-money will be there. Central banks will be providing final settlement. We know XRP's niche is settlements. Interoperability, another thing XRP does, so that private money, maybe running on a private ledger on XRP perhaps, can be trusted. Platforms that are instantaneous. Imagine a world where we can bring the digital reserves of members and allow for better reserve provisions for countries. Ladies and gentlemen, to me this sounds like the deployment of that idle Nostro Vostro capital that's worth $27 trillion that Greg Kidd confirmed will be replaced by XRP. Ooh, I'm feeling so good right now. Ladies and gentlemen, you know we've been in the right place at the right time. Like BitBoy said, those crazy XRP army people, we were right all along. And if it wasn't obvious enough that she's discussing XRP, she finished that clip by discussing cross-border payments and how expensive they are. Check, 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 check. Everything XRP embodies, everything XRP is a solution for, is being discussed in the highest levels of finance right now by the IMF, the only institution on the planet that can bail out the central banks. They have no debt. They will be the institution that gets us out of this financial crisis. And in will come the ESDR. The SDR revaluation coming July 2022 is no accident. It is the synchronistic rollout of the new system. But right now in the United States, Ripple and XRP are going through this lawsuit right now, which I don't think is an accident. I think this is the strategic annihilation of the retail investor from being able to have the ability to purchase will be the most valuable asset on the planet. Here, liquidity. Where's the liquidity? Oh, you can't find that on the main liquidity because we took it off all the exchanges with this bullshit lawsuit? That was on purpose. They don't want you to get rich. And that's how you know this is so valuable. And if you want to know how close we are to the final adoption of this asset, we have to remember that Ripple announced a $200 million share buyback and expressed optimism for 2022. They are positioning themselves correctly for a future IPO after this lawsuit is said and done. And you better believe this is all part of the XRP perfect storm. Nothing that is happening right now with XRP in this financial system is random. Absolutely nothing. And when it's all said and done, we will be proven to be correct. Now guys, there are a couple things I want to discuss just in the general crypto space that we need to pay attention to. This QR code bobbing up and down the screen was Coinbase's Super Bowl commercial. Me personally, I didn't like it, but I understand why. It was actually pretty good strategically. It shows people's interest in crypto as Coinbase's website crashed immediately after this commercial. That's not an accident. That was very smart. The crypto space is at a better place than it's ever been before. But it's the world that's imploding. And you guys can't forget it. These are still the wild, wild west days of crypto. And the reason I bring that up is because there will be a 70% crash. More so than what we experienced just now in the crypto space. But I just believe it'll happen after a quick speculative altcoin season that is on the horizon right now. I do believe in this altcoin season happening soon. And by soon I mean at any given moment. Some of you may not believe me, and that's okay. Others feel the same way. Regardless, time will settle all arguments, but that's not the point. A 70% collapse of the stock market is inevitable, and it's upon us soon. I believe late March to early April will be the time period when that happens. We'll be prepared for it. After this crypto crash that will happen for a number of reasons, we'll have the opportunity to profit, in my opinion, and then reinvest at the bottom. I told you my exit plan that has been adjusted yesterday. Using USD stablecoin and Pax Gold, splitting my profits 50-50 into both of those coins will be how I wait for the crash to happen. Precious metals have not exploded yet, and I think they could rise with the implosion of the financial system. Let's see what happens with that. But as far as the crypto space is concerned, there is one more reason why this crash will happen aside from turmoil in the stock market, aside from rising interest rates. It will be because of the implosion of Tether. And I'm going to show you a brief clip from CZ head of Binance, explaining why. Please take a listen.
What makes Binance's stablecoin BUSD different than some of the others out there like Tether and Circle?
So number one, Binance USD is actually not issued by Binance. It's issued by Paxos, which is a NYDFS licensed entity operating out of New York. So we don't issue it and we don't control it. We just help to promote it because we have a branding collaboration. I believe BUSD is the most popularly backed, and their reserves are the highest of any crypto of any stablecoin. It's different from Tether. Tether is more or less like a black box. No one ever audited it, including myself. Right. I don't have any information that's not public.
Well, guys, there you have it. Tether is a black box. It will be one of the reasons, one of the narratives for why the crypto market implodes on itself. And when it happens, none of you better be surprised. We are going to profit on the way up. And we're going to get the generational wealth by reinvesting at the bottom after a 70+% correction on the way down, both in the crypto space and buying undervalued stocks once they implode. We are savages. We are the new 1%. We have the right mindset. Millionaires and billionaires will be made right here on this channel. And the XRP community members that present content to you every single day are all helping on this journey as well. The MoneyNet CEO says the war between legacy and fintechs is a phony war because fintechs are perfectly placed to build next generation financial services, including through partnerships with providers like Ripple. Both have what the other one craves. Both banks and fintechs have what each other wants. It's about all the damn money on the planet. Ripple is trying to replace Swift. Swift was birthed out of the ashes of the death of the gold standard financial system.
I'm your guy. I will keep you posted. I'm your advocate. I'll be back on a daily basis, usually multiple times per day, with these videos to keep you updated with everything going on. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't done so, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share any of my videos with your friends, family, social media, or anybody who may care to listen. Thanks so much for your continued support. I'm always here for you. I want to help you through this time. So thank you so much for continuing to choose me. Enjoy your day, stay safe, and I'll catch you again probably in a couple hours. Thanks, everybody. See you later.